Testing. 1, 2, 3. I think it's working. It appears that the autofocus box is hovering my face constantly. Okay, let me see if I can get rid of that. Technical difficulties. Hello, for those who are new here. You have 15 minutes of my time. Feel free to ask me any questions. For those who joined, welcome, and feel free to ask any questions. Lo-fi music. Let me also put some music in the background. YouTube. Let's see. Stop this one. Let me see. Oh, Karan, hello, good morning. Sorry, I was just trying to put up some music. So, well, welcome. I don't know how many other people are here, but since you've got my attention, feel free to ask any questions that you might have. And let me know if the music is too loud. Oh no. Okay, clearly today is not my day to do live stream. The connection has been pretty finicky. Okay, it's good. Okay, Karan, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot. I'm here to answer questions. And we have all the way until I'm a little bit late, and also the setup. Let's say we can go all the way to 10:18. So 10 minutes for those who want to ask any questions. Yeah, while we were waiting, I can share a little bit about my next video plan, the next few videos. I still have to make a video on interview questions that you will get from researchers and interview questions that you will get from engineers when you go on a design full-time on-site interview. And then app critique, problem solving session, and after those I should like really wrap up my ultimate interview guide series, and that will be a great playlist to go into if you're new to the subject to full-time jobs, UX full-time jobs. That will be helpful. And it seems like we have a new person joining. Uday Ade. Hello, correct me how I should say your name. Um, welcome, welcome. If it's your first time joining this session, this is just, you have my time. You can ask any design question that you have about portfolio, resume, cover letter. Hopefully, we don't need to write one. And what project you should be doing, how you should be presenting your project, things like that. So feel free to shoot anything, leave it on the chat. I'm going to respond to you right away. And forgive my autofocus box hovering my face. I'll get rid of it in the next one. So yeah, let's see. Can we, Karan has a question, can we use just the UI portfolio? Can we use just the UI in portfolio? Can you give me a bit more information about, elaborate your question a little bit more? Just use the UI in the portfolio. What do you mean by that? Because for any UX design, product design portfolio, you have to have some UI. Some UI work in it, right? Because that's like the outcome of your design of your project. So you have to have that. But what exactly are you asking? Please elaborate in the chat. And okay, another day. The connection is very not stable. I do need a better capture card. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, it works again. Yeah, Karan, can you elaborate a little bit more on the question? What do you mean by can we just use UI in portfolio? And Uday, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot. I'm here to answer them all with the time that we have. Let me see who else is joining. Anybody else joining here? Streaming health. Just the front end without any process, a lot of text. Okay, I see what you mean now. So here's the thing. It really depends on where you are at in your career and how good you are with your work. So what I tend to see is that if you are staff senior, like really high up in the ladder, designer, you basically just need the final screenshots, the final UI design, the final mocks to put in your portfolio. Because at that point, they already established their reputation in the industry, people already know them. They can get away with just putting the final result, final design in the portfolio without any explanation of the process. But still, they tend to have a paragraph of explaining what it is, why it's important to do, things like that. But instead of maybe 10 scrolls long, they just have like 3 scrolls of content, which is mainly UI and a paragraph. So that's possible. I have to say I'm still not there yet. I still have to show a little bit more process and final design that is involved. And if you are a new grad or you're still in school, you're trying to break into the industry, it will be helpful to have some process. Not just the final screenshot, final UI, because when you're new, nobody knows who you are, nobody knows how good you are in design. If you just show the final UI, if they're really good, you might grab the hiring manager's attention in terms of visual quality, in terms of maybe they can see how the flow goes with a series of screenshots, and then they might poke more into the process. But I would say still it's better to show some process how you get there from nothing to there, how you identify the problem, why is it worth solving, and into what process, how did you explore the different options, what inspiration that you get, what are the different research that you might get, and then dive uh, to the solution, to the very end polished design that you might have. And okay, let me try to fix this before we continue. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, I am somewhat back. Okay, so short answer, yes, it's possible. Depends on where you are. If you are really high up, you already, everybody knows you're already in the industry. You can just show the final um, design without explaining any process. But if you're new to the industry, if you're new in your design career, if you're early in your design career, I recommend do show the final design, the final UI, final mockups, but include some process in it in your portfolio. I actually explained this in one of my previous videos in terms of how to structure your portfolio based on like where you are, like junior designer versus senior designers. Let me find that video, and then you can take a look. We can go from there. So next question, can you please explain the process of the take-home design assignment? Okay, this is great because it directly relates to some of the things that I have here. So let me see. So let me drop the links for this one first. First one, take challenge. So I actually have made 2 videos for it. You don't have to watch it now. You can watch after this talk ends. Present take home challenge. So TLDR, the take home exercise is something that they're going to give you a brief and they're going to go home and do the exercise. They might give you a time box of, hey, please only spend 2 hours on it or 3 hours on it, and you have to ignore that because everybody don't follow the rules. Well, nobody follows the rules. They always spend maybe 5, 6, 8, 10 hours. And as you know, and in design, the more time you spend on it, the better the design will get. So make sure you spend enough time on it so that your final design looks very polished, as if something that ships to the app store, or you can print it out in a gigantic billboard poster that you can sign it off that you're proud of. So make sure it really passes the quality bar. So that is like the one main thing. Also, first thing is spend enough time on it. 2 is to make sure the take-home exercise have the polish and look that the hiring managers are after, and they will not tell you what it is. So you just have to keep polishing it and compare your design to other. Okay, I'm getting a little bit impatient on this part, so let me just make this way. Let's see, so you can at least see what's going on. And okay, great. So yeah, where was I at? Make sure you have good polish. Spend enough time. Make sure you have good polish, and and to your point, is it mandatory to ask questions before starting the assignment? I think it's better to ask all the questions that you will have before the assignment, so you can get started and go straight to it. I typically, when I look at the brief, I think about it for an hour or 2, and then I will compile all the questions that I have, and then I will pass the questions to the recruiters, which they will pass to the hiring managers, and then they will get back to me. So once I have all the questions I need, that's when I actually start working on it. The countdown actually starts there, because without any context or any necessary information for me to get started, it's pretty vague. and sometimes the brief is very vague. So it's actually a good thing that you ask questions because you want clarity. You want to better navigate ambiguity, which is one thing that they will assess you upon. And so yes, do ask questions if you have anything, and just spend enough time on it. You have to go through the whole design process, research, ideate, design, concept, prototype testing. Do maybe a few loops of that. If you can test with your classmates or your friends, family friends, great. Do that so you have data to back up to your decisions, and then you package them nicely. Which that's why I have a presentation about that one, a video about a presentation on take-home exercise. So make sure you present them nicely, organize them nicely, and then send them the file of the presentation. Yeah, so that's that front. And okay, let me try to still find what was that? Find out how to present your portfolio video that I made maybe last year. Let's see, full-time portfolio for visual design. Okay, so here, video for hello, Gayan, correct me if I'm saying your name wrong. But yes, give me 1 second. I'm trying to give the video for Karan. Which one is this one? Junior designer portfolio, and then visual design in portfolio, and also yeah, those videos it should work. And then I'm just gonna also give you a playlist on portfolio, so that you know how to present, what to present. Portfolio playlist. Okay, next question. I've got to take the last two questions. Let's see. So Guyan, will you review my Behance portfolio? Okay, I guess I have to do it in a different session. Wow, this breaks pretty easily, it seems like. What is going on? Okay. Autofocus. Okay, everything's not really functioning correctly today. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Reviewing portfolio, yes. I could, but I have to make it as a separate session. Or if you can go to my portfolio playlist. Some of the videos actually have a bonus content section in the very end. So if you follow the instruction, I'm happy to review your portfolio and give you some feedback on there. Or if you want me to review your portfolio live in the next session, that also works too. So yeah, those are the two options you have. TLDR, yes, but do one or the other, and let me know which one you do. Or yeah, feel free to comment it in the chat. Is it possible to get an internship in the US cross country from India? Where can we get internship opportunities? So opportunities are everywhere. If you really want the US, then check out the companies in the US. Go to LinkedIn, go to Indeed, go to all the recruiting sites, go to companies that you want to work at, go to their company site, their career page section or jobs sections to find their openings. If you see any internships opportunities, apply. Yeah, it's not complicated. It's not complicated to apply, but to actually get the internship, you might have to go through a few loops to make sure that like the company will actually sponsor you, give you paperwork to go to the US, go across the ocean, and all that. Okay, yeah, hope that answers your question. And if there's anything else, save it to the next one. Save it to the next session that we have. Let's see. Guyan, yeah, I can do it in the next live chat, UX live chat session. What is this live chat for, by the way? It's a part of the video series. There's no really a video series for it. I guess if, okay, rephrase everything. The UX live chat is for the UX live chat series. It's all about chatting with YouTube audience live, and each session is about 15 minutes. So you have the audience will have 15 minutes of my time to ask me any questions, and I will answer them just like how we're doing it on the chat. And yes, that's what the live stream is for. Is a YouTube live UX chat session minus my really finicky connections right now. But yeah, thank you for joining, you three, and maybe who else is tuning in from somewhere. And yeah, I will see you all in the next live chat or in the next YouTube video that I'm gonna post online, maybe in about 2 weeks or so, because I do have a wedding to attend. So yeah, keep perfecting your portfolio, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.